Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the world of Locked, the ultimate soccer game inspired by the hit anime Blue Lock. If you've ever dreamed of being the best striker in the Roblox universe, then you're in the right place. But here's the thing, dominating the field isn't just about fancy footwork or scoring flashy goals. Nope, it's all about having the right weapons to boost your skills and keep you ahead of the competition. That's why we're breaking down the best weapons in the game, so you know exactly what to choose if you want to rise to the top. Now, if you've been playing Locked for a while, you know that the right gear can make or break your game. With this tier list, we're ranking every weapon from the absolute best to the ones that might just hold you back. We'll cover what works with the current meta, which abilities are worth the hype, and which weapons will help you crush your opponents and score those game-winning goals. So, buckle up and let's get ready to find out what weapons will make you the king or queen of the field. Let's jump in. I'm quickly moving on to the video and I'm ranking weapons in Locked. Before we start, if you enjoy these types of list videos, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Enjoy watching. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Long Legs, Snatch, Voracious, Acrobatic, and Kunigami. Alright, buckle up because we're diving into the bottom of the weapon barrel in Locked. Yep, we're talking C tier. These weapons will get you by for about 5 minutes. Maybe. Let's just say, if you're rocking one of these, you're probably also praying it's not going to come down to you in a 1v1, but hey, no shame, we've all been there. First up, Long Legs. Now, it sounds cool, right? Imagine yourself towering over everyone with some giant hitbox. That's the dream. But in reality, this one kicks in every 20 seconds when you do an M2 steal. You get an aura, so you look intimidating, but that's about it. Think of it as getting all the style points, but not the substance. It's flashy, it's there, but is it going to save you when things go south? Probably not. Next, Snatch. This one's for all you goalkeepers out there who love living on the edge. It gives you a 50% chance to catch the ball when diving. 50%. Yep, you heard that right. It's basically a coin flip. So, if you love gambling with your life in-game, this is your go-to. Sometimes you'll be a hero, sometimes, well, you'll be explaining to your team why you didn't catch that ball. Good luck with that. Moving on to Voracious. Now, this one's like giving yourself a speed boost after an embarrassing slide tackle or getting your ankles broken. You get up faster, but it costs you 15% of your stamina. So, do you want to bounce back quick or actually have enough energy to finish the match? Choices. It's not bad, but let's just say you might be running on fumes by the end if you're over-relying on it. Now, Acrobatic. This one's the life of the party. You can do handstand blocks, scorpion kicks, and super dives like some kind of circus performer. Press R and suddenly you're showing off moves that belong on a highlight reel. Plus, you can dive again after getting up from a dive. The catch? You're not in goalkeeper mode, so yeah, all that acrobatics might just be for show. But hey, at least you look amazing doing it. Last but not least, we've got Kunigami. The cannon shot. Press R, load up a full power kick within 10 seconds, and boom, you've got a rocket launcher for a leg. The cooldown is 25 seconds, so you're not spamming it, but when you do, it's glorious. It's just, well, a bit predictable. Everyone's gonna know what's coming the second you activate it. So sure, you're a walking tank for a moment, but that moment passes real fast. So there you have it, our collection of, well, it's better than nothing weapons. They're fun for a while, but if you're serious about winning, maybe keep your eyes on some higher tiers. Or not, you do you. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Speedster, Riptide, Shadow, Repel, Direct Shot, Neurotic, and Ironhead. Alright, let's get right into it. Let's talk about the B tier weapons in Locked. These weapons aren't the absolute best, but they've got a special kind of charm for those short characters out there. If you're not rocking the tallest avatar, these picks might just be your secret weapon to outmaneuver the competition. Sure, the A and S tiers have flashier options, but these B tier choices are all about tactical edge, and sometimes that's all you need to pull off an unexpected win. First up, we've got Speedstar. And no, this isn't just a cool name, it actually lives up to the hype. Perfect for the smaller, nimbler players, Speedstar's main selling point is that sweet 30% speed boost you get for a whopping 20 seconds. The trick? You have to get through a short animation first, but once you're out of it, you're blazing down the pitch. It's like your character is on a sugar rush, and trust me, this kind of speed can catch opponents completely off guard. Then there's Riptide, a personal favorite for anyone who likes to get fancy with their shots. This weapon lets you curve your shots either left, right, or keep them straight depending on how you set it up. Just tap the R key to choose your direction, and you're good to go. It's all about playing mind games with the opposing team. If you've ever wanted to pull off that crazy curveball and see your opponent's face drop in disbelief, this is the weapon to do it with. Shadow takes a more subtle approach, but that doesn't mean it's any less effective. When you hit the R key, you get a short burst of speed that's perfect for dodging or catching your opponent off guard. Think of it like a mini dash, great for repositioning or slipping past defenders when they least expect it. It might not be the flashiest move, but hey, it's saved my neck more times than I can count. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about Repel. This one's for the goalkeepers out there, and it's a game changer if you know how to use it right. When you're blocking shots, Repel will send the ball flying farther than normal, and here's the kicker. You can control where it goes with your cursor. This isn't just about stopping a goal, it's about turning defense into offense in the blink of an eye. Aim that deflected shot just right, and suddenly your team's on the attack. Finally, a quick shout out to Direct Shot, the weapon that's got one of the strongest finishes in the game. But there's a catch. You need to be in the box, and the ball has to be passed to you from a teammate. Pull it off, and you'll unleash a cannon of a shot that the keeper will struggle to catch. It's teamwork at its finest, and when it clicks, it feels like magic. So these are your trusty B tier options, reliable, sneaky, and sometimes just plain fun to play around with. Whether you're curving shots with Riptide or darting around with Shadow, there's a lot you can do if you get creative. Remember, it's not always about having the flashiest gear. Sometimes it's about mastering the underdog tools and catching everyone off guard. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Formless, King, Serpent, Leader, and Monster. Alright, let's talk about some of the A tier weapons in Locked. Now, I know what you're thinking. A tier? Why not S tier? But hear me out, these weapons still pack a punch, and honestly, they've got some spicy tricks up their sleeves that make them super fun to use. They might not break the game, but they can definitely break ankles on the field. Let's jump in. Formless is first up, and this one is all about finesse. Imagine being able to send the ball zooming across the field with just a well-timed kick. It's like the ball knows exactly where to go without any hesitation. You press R, and boom, you're in the air like you're going for an aerial shot in a sports anime. What's cool is that jump, it sets you up for some serious double jump action, making it easier to reach those high-flying balls that others can only dream of touching. Formless is definitely for the players who love to keep their opponents guessing. Next, we've got King, and it's not called King for nothing. This bad boy lets you chain together 3 consecutive chops, and the crazy part is, each one gets faster than the last. It's like the weapon is daring you to keep up. The random angles and distances keep things unpredictable, which is perfect if you want to throw off defenders. But wait, there's more. When you're in the box, you can pull off the King shot, which adds a whole new layer of pressure. You can practically feel the opponent sweating as you line up for the shot. Now, let's talk about Serpent. Picture this. You hit R, you jump, and suddenly a massive snake appears, clearing the way like a bouncer at a club. Anything in your path? Yeah, it's gone. But Serpent doesn't stop there. If you're in the box and you want to play some defense, just hit Z or C, and you'll side tackle block just like a goalkeeper. It's like having your own personal wall, no balls getting past you. And for all you team players out there, Leader is your go-to. This weapon makes you the ultimate team captain. You scream, and suddenly everyone on your squad gets their stamina refilled. But wait, it also boosts your team's shot power and speed. It's like you're giving your entire team a power-up mid-match. If you're the kind of player who thrives on teamwork and making those clutch assists, Leader is going to feel like home. Finally, we've got Monster. And yeah, the name says it all. With this weapon, you can literally launch the ball forward and dash to it like a beast. Imagine sprinting across the field with the ball under your control. It's like you're unstoppable. Oh, and if you're more of a finesse player, Monster's got you covered with some slick chop dribbles and another launch forward. It's a weapon that gives you power and style in one lethal package. So there you have it. These A-tier weapons are no joke. And while they might not be S-tier, they've got the tools to make you a real threat on the field. Keep practicing with them, and who knows, you might find yourself dominating your next match. The weapons in this tier are, in order from top left to bottom right, Godspeed, Nagi, Watchtower, Copycat, Sword Screw, and Emperor. Alright folks, let's cut to the chase. These are the weapons that turn you into an absolute menace in Locked. We're talking about the S tier, the cream of the crop, the game changers you won't regret picking. let's dive right into these beasts and why they're the MVPs of the field. Godspeed is where we start, and let me tell you, this weapon doesn't just catch the ball, it hunts it down. Hit that R key and you'll launch forward like you've got rockets strapped to your back. If the ball's hanging in midair, you can aim upwards and snag it out of the sky before anyone knows what happened. It's like teleporting straight to the win, and yeah, it's as fun as it sounds. Next up, we've got Nagi, the perfect pick if you like setting traps and watching your opponents fall for them again and again. Here's the deal. Jump up, press R, and boom. You trap the ball mid-flight. You'll hang there for a second, floating like some kind of aerial sniper, and then it's your call. Do you shoot? Do you pass? The power is literally in your hands, and your opponents will be scrambling to figure out what's coming next. But hey, you like playing as a team player? Then the Watchtower is going to be your best friend. Drop this baby onto the field, and it creates a radar-like zone where your whole squad gets a hitbox boost. It's like flipping a switch that says, hey, we're unstoppable now, because suddenly every shot, every block, and every move just gets easier. Your whole team becomes an impenetrable wall, and there's nothing more satisfying than seeing your enemies panic. Now, let's talk about Copycat, the ultimate wild card. You know those moments when you see someone else's weapon and think, man, I wish I had that? Well, with Copycat, you can. Point at a player, click, and bam, you've got their weapon for one round. It's the perfect surprise play, but you've got to use it wisely since the cooldown's a whopping 180 seconds. Still, that one move could be the play of the game if you time it right. And then there's the Sword Screw, the weapon that turns the field into your personal playground. If you've got the ball midair, trigger the Sword Screw and you'll slam it straight down with a vengeance. When it hits the ground, it spins like a cyclone, zooming off in the direction you were facing before you hit R. It's chaos incarnate, and you'll love every second of it, especially when you watch your opponents flounder as they try to keep up. Last but definitely not least, we've got the Emperor. This is for the players who want to make every shot count. Activate it with R and you'll get a serious power boost for your kick. It's not just a stronger shot, it's a statement. Every time you send that ball flying, your opponents will feel it. It's the weapon that says, I'm the king here. And yeah, you will be. So there you have it, the 6 weapons that dominate the field in Locked. Whether you're a sneaky strategist, a team player, or someone who just wants to rain chaos on the opposition, the S tier has something for you. Choose wisely and watch as you turn every match into your highlight reel. The video ends here. See you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe.